Hello student, so welcome back all. So let's proceed with the same chapter of civics, chapter 2, understanding secularism, but with a new topic. In our previous video, we have already discussed that there is separation of religion from the state, that both state and religion are separate from each other. State will not interfere in all the issues related to the religion, means that state will not favor any particular religion, that this should be in minority, this should be in majority. So this task is not related to the state. So state and religion both are equal. State is there to control other issues related to the state, by taking example, education is there, health is there, means health facilities, transportation facilities there. So state will focus on these particular issues of any state rather than religion. Okay, state is not saying that if some people are in majority of any particular religion, then we will support them only. No, this is not the task of state. So that's why state and religion both are separate from each other. Okay, so let's continue with the same topic, that why it is important to separate religion from the state. Okay, because all you know that India is a democratic country, and in the democratic country we have to give equal respect to all the religion, or we are having right to equality. There is one right, that right to equality. So according to that right, everyone is equal, whether they are having majority, whether they are having minority, everyone is equal. And if we will not follow this right or right, so what is the meaning of democratic country then? फिर तो डेमोक्रेटिक का मीनिंग ही नहीं रह जाएगा. So that's why, because we are living in a democratic country, so our country is also following secularism, because it gives equal respect to all the religions. Okay, and you know that in a particular country there are more than one religious group living in them. Like in India also, Hindus are there, Muslims are there, Christians are there. So there are so many religious groups there in a country, and it can be possible that there is majority of any one group. So it's not that if majority group is there, so state power will follow that particular majority only, because if the people belongs to that majority group, so it can be possible that they are coming in politics also, and if they are a part of politics, then it can be possible that they will dominate minority. By taking example, let's see, if there is possibility of Hindus, okay, तो अगर इनकी मेजॉरिटी है, so they can be a part of government also. Okay, or if majority are of Muslim, then they can be a part of government. Okay, and after framing the government, then majority can dominate the minority. Yes, majority किसको dominate करेगी? Minority को dominate करेगी, and like this their rights can be violated, and this should not be happen in a democratic country. Okay, and if majority will be in the government, then they are the one who will use the power and financial resources to discriminate the person of other religion. बाकी लोगों को discriminate करने के लिए they will use all the financial resources also. Okay, and this tyranny, what is the meaning of tyranny? Tyranny means अत्याचार. Okay, so this tyranny of majority could result in the discrimination. और ये जो tyranny है, अत्याचार है majority का, it leads to the discrimination, because they are not giving equal treatment to minority people. So this will lead to the discrimination, and even they are started killing religious minorities, and the majority could quite easily prevent minority from practicing their religion, because they are in power, they are having power for doing so. Okay, after that, let's see, So any form of domination based on the religious is in violation of right that a democratic society guarantee to each and every citizen irrespective of their religion. What it means? कि जो मेजॉरिटी है उनके लिए काफ़ी इजी है किसको डोमिनेट करना, टू डोमिनेट माइनॉरिटीज़ फॉर फ्रॉम प्रैक्टिसिंग देयर रिलीजन, क्योंकि अगर वो मेजॉरिटी हैं तो उनके लिए बहुत ईजी होगा कि माइनॉरिटी को वो उनके रिलीजन्स फॉलो ना करने दे. बट बीइंग अ पार्ट ऑफ अ डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री इट शुड नॉट बी हैपेंड बिकॉज वी आर गिविंग गारंटी फॉर right to equality, or we can say fundamental rights to each and every person. So that's why we are saying that there is important to separate religion and state in a democratic country. Okay, so I hope now the point is clear to you. So let's proceed. Here is some another reason that is important to separate religion from the state in a democratic society, because we also need to protect the freedom of individuals to exit from the religion, embrace another religion, and have the freedom to interpret religious teaching differently, or are having right to follow any religion. By taking example, if someone born in Hinduism but he want to convert his religion in Jainism, okay, so that person is having all the freedom to convert his or her religion from Hinduism to Jainism, because we are giving our constitution is giving fundamental rights to each and everyone. Okay, so to understand this topic clearly, let's discuss the practice of untouchability. You know, the practice of untouchability means छुआछूत. And you might feel that you dislike this practice within Hinduism and therefore you want to try and reform it. ये practice होती थी, okay, and you want to reform it means you want to change this practice, because of this practice untouchables were treated as discriminated in the society. Okay, and however, if state power were there in the hand of those Hindus who support untouchability, then do you think that you would have an easy task to try and change it? Means ये क्या बोल रहे हैं कि क्या आपको लगता है कि जो हिंदुज़्म जिनके हाथ में पावर थी, those who were the part of the government, अगर उनके हाथों में होता अनटचेबिलिटी को सपोर्ट करना, तो क्या ये चेंज हो पाता? मीन्स अगर जो अनटचेबिलिटी को सपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं एंड दे आर ऑल्सो हैविंग गवर्नमेंट पावर, सो इट विल बी क्वाइट डिफिकल्ट टू चेंज दिस प्रैक्टिस फ्रॉम द सोसाइटी. ओके, टुडे अनटचेबिलिटी इज टोटली बैन्ड इन इंडिया. ओके, बट अगर जो हिंदूज थे जिनके हाथों में बहुत ज़्यादा सपोर्ट था अनटचेबिलिटी को फेवर करने का, अगर वो आज भी गवर्नमेंट में होते, सो इट विल क्वाइट डिफिकल्ट टू बैन अनटचेबिलिटी फ्रॉम द इंडिया. बट टुडे इट इज़ completely banned and removed from society. Okay, so even if you were part of dominated religious group, you might face a lot of resistance from fellow members of your community. These members who have control of state power might say that there is only one interpretation of Hindus and that you do not have the freedom to interpret this differently. Means they are saying that if you belongs to Hindu only, so you need to follow all the practices of Hinduism only. As we already discussed that if somebody born in Hinduism and he want to change his or her religion into Jainism, so our fundamental rights provide this right to them that they can convert their religion to another religion. But if any fellow member in the community are there and they are having the state power, so it might be difficult in future that they will not allow us to follow all these kind of freedom. Okay, so that's why separation of religion is important, that why we should separate religion from the state. Okay, So here is our next topic. What is Indian secularism? Here is a picture also given in your book, which we also studied in our second third class, that Hindu Muslim we all are भाई भाई, हम साथ साथ हैं, हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई आपस में हैं भाई भाई, पढ़ा था ना हम सब ने भी. यस. सो हेयर आर सम की फीचर्स और ऑब्जेक्टिव्स which ensure that India is a secular country. So first one is that one religious community does not dominate other. कोई भी एक अगर रिलीजियस कम्युनिटी है, अगर उनकी मेजॉरिटी है, तो वो दूसरी कम्युनिटी को डोमिनेट नहीं करेंगे. अनदर सेकेंड पॉइंट इज सम मेंबर डू नॉट डोमिनेट अदर मेंबर ऑफ द सेम रिलीजियस कम्युनिटी. मीन्स हिंदूज जो है, हिंदूज को भी डोमिनेट नहीं करेंगे. फर्स्ट वन में तो क्या है, हिंदूज हैं, अगर उनकी मेजॉरिटी है तो वो मुस्लिम वालों को डोमिनेट नहीं करेंगे. ओके, बट इन द सेकेंड पॉइंट what we are discussing, in the second point we are discussing that people belongs to Hindus will also not dominate to Hindus. Okay, Hindus में भी होता है ना, some belongs to the lower caste, some belongs to the higher caste, some are more strong and other are less strong. So in a particular religion also they will not dominate their members. Okay, so what is the third one? State does not enforce any particular religion nor take away the religious freedom from the individuals. Means state will not follow any religion, any particular religion, और जो majority है, majority religions को भी state क्या है, follow नहीं करेंगे, support नहीं करेंगे. And no take away the religious freedom of individuals, and state will also not take freedom of religion from the individuals. Individuals are free to follow any religion. They are free to adopt any religious practices and beliefs. Okay, so this was all about this class. Thank you so much. Next topic will be discussed in the next video. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.